I'd like to talk to you a little bit about the difference of the emotional versus the non-emotional being. And this is a little bit more serious, guys, because nothing causes more disharmony and dysfunction in a relationship than the misunderstanding of this mechanic. Regardless of your aura type or whether you're a generator, projector, or manifestor, etc., you have an emotional variety and you have a non-emotional variety. Meaning that if the emotional solar plexus is defined in your vehicle, regardless of your aura type, you're transmitting an emotional field everywhere you go. And this emotional field is not stable in most vehicles. There are some emotional waves that are somewhat stable, but it doesn't matter. It's always moving. So the emotional being needs to really, one, become aware of the fact that just like the tide goes in and out every day, their emotional wave is moving. So there is no truth in the now for that vehicle ever. The best thing you're doing as an emotional being is getting a hit in the moment of what something means. If you've got the emotional definition, and this is again, any emotional aura type, you've probably, I can guarantee that you haven't made, I can almost guarantee, I guess is a better way to say it, I can almost guarantee that you have never made a mistake by waiting too long. Every mistake in your life has been because you've been either high on your wave and you've been up and feeling really good and you go, okay, I'm going to do something, or you've been really low on your wave and you start blowing off the very people that maybe were your allies. So if you're emotional, you need to first of all realize that you're transmitting emotions everywhere you go. Wherever you're up or down in your wave, when you meet someone like me that's non-emotional, I'm amplifying that and giving it back to you. For the non-emotional people, they need to learn that, look, there is nothing to trust in the emotional field ever. If I feel myself emotional, I just know, oh my gosh, somebody got me. But for the emotional being to realize that they have, in essence, they have a responsibility to not make excuses or reasons about the other why they're up or down. You're up or down because you're emotional and you're moving. It also means that there is no clarity for you until the body begins to get comfortable. So somebody can ask you a decision. Let's say in this scenario, you're an emotional generator. So someone goes, hey, would you like to do that? And you feel this in the body. You feel, okay, it feels right. Your responsibility is to wait. You need to really wait and get clear, that the body gets clear through time that that's the correct thing for you. If you're an emotional manifestor, you need to wait until the body gets clear that you're going to initiate that. And if you're an emotional projector, you need to wait and get clear that that's really the right invitation and those people are really seeing you. And so there's a couple of keynotes I'd like to give you right now. I give them to everyone that I do that's emotional. Look, time is your friend. Time will give you clarity. Time will give you the one thing that your mind will never have, which is a feeling in the body that this is the right movement for you. If you're nervous at all, let's say you're trying to make a decision, you're an emotional being, you feel any nervousness in the body, doesn't mean yes or no. It means nervousness equals not enough time yet. So if you're an emotional being, look, I just went through this booking a flight reservation for my mom, and I'm not even emotional. And I see that the whole world is designed against you. The whole world wants you to decide now to do something. But when you decide now, you're never clear. It ended up costing me an extra $120 to get tickets the next week, But I'd rather pay the extra $100 and be clear that it was something I was supposed to do. And for you guys, maybe waiting till the absolute last moment is the right thing. It also means when you're down, it's time for you to retreat. It's time for you to go in. It's time for you to be alone. And when you're up in your emotional wave, that's when you come out. That's when you engage with the environment. And to be really conscious that everywhere you go, you've got, you're putting out this emotional frequency. It's being amplified by the other. So get it. We've got half the planet never has their truth in the now. Never. And then we got this other half of the planet that's taking in an emotional wave and making decisions based on that in the moment. None of that is true. That's why we have so much mess out there, guys. That's why there's so much disharmony in a relationship. If you're in a relationship, very good possibility one partner's emotional, the other partner's not. The one partner doesn't even realize it's putting out emotions. The other one's taking in, amplifying it, and giving it back to the other. And you guys are trying to figure out what that means. Oh boy, that's a funny movie, you know? The emotional being gets to get very comfortable with moving slowly. The emotional being is here to express its depth by waiting, by letting life go by it so it can really see what's happening, waiting for clarity in the body. You know, emotional people, I like to say, it's almost like a big barge. You know, you make these long, slow turns. You're not running. You're not making quick decisions. If you're making quick decisions and you're emotional, you know, 9 times out of 10, it's going to be wrong for you. You're never going to have that clarity. And if you get into a relationship quickly and you're an emotional person, you're never going to know if it was good for you. You can't know later. You can only know before you engage in something. Really give yourself a break if you're emotional. You know, it can be, I see that it can be chaotic because you're moving on this thing that's never stable. But your body will give you clarity. Your body will let you know when it's enough time. And when it's enough time, you won't, it'll either get to nervousness, clear for, or nervousness, unclear, not for. You know, but you'll get to a clarity. Either, it's a correct movement for me, or it's not a correct movement. And until then, you'll have nervousness in the body. Learn to trust that frequency. It's here to guide you. Very sophisticated awareness you're working with, but it takes time to get clear. If you're emotional, slow down, and good luck. Enjoy the ride.